Gardening in Central Texas is weird. It's so weird. I've been doing it a long time. I love it. I'm never going to stop. But when I meet folks that, maybe you are new to gardening or you're new to gardening in Central Texas, I feel bad. I feel bad having to say what I have to say, which is it's hard. But at the same time, I think there is an advantage. You have a passion for it, you have a drive, or maybe you're feeling like the world is telling you to grow some of your own food or herbs or flowers. Do it. It inspires you. It makes you healthy. It gives you a sense of community. You can share with your neighbors. You can grow from it. Very rewarding. We had 80-degree temperatures in February this year, which, each season, each month, it feels like they keep saying we're breaking records. Warmest on record. Whatever. I get it. And it's true. You can feel it. I can feel it. I've experienced it here. How do you adapt to that? Right? Are you going to plant your crops earlier? Or are you going to plant different crops? You're going to wait? I don't think we can wait when it comes to the spring season. I think we got to go. So I decided in February to advance my gardening plan and implement a lot of my, really heat-loving crops like my okra, southern peas, long beans. I've got a good stand of corn that I started early, which is essential. So then we hit the 90s in March. Weird. I mean, I was like, is this it? Is this gonna stick? No, it wasn't over. Now we're getting a period of somewhat milder weather. We've been hitting the 80s here and there. It's warm, there's some humidity, but some cloud cover, nice and overcast this morning, and rain chances in April, which is, they say, our third driest month. Yeah, it's weird, like now it feels like a good time to plant. However, I just want to emphasize the fact that summer lurks right around the corner. Don't be fooled. The flip will happen. It will be like this, and then it will be 95 degrees. Heat dome, dry as a bone. I'm sorry to tell you that. I know it's not what you want to hear, but in my experience, you should be ready for it. Whether or not it actually happens, if you have the right crops and you're planting them in a timely fashion, you've got drip irrigation, a healthy maintained soil, a really good layer of mulch, some season extending techniques such as shade cloth, or something to give partial shade to your garden, particularly in the late afternoon, you can come out well. So what are the right crops that you would grow this time of year? Maybe not what you think. And you have to be careful when choosing to plant from seed versus transplant or seedling. When you plant from seed, it's going to take longer. That can be more economical, but you need to start earlier, and you may need to start inside. But for me, I'm really leaning into the heat, the season that's coming, and I've got some melons, cucumber melons. I'll be planting some sesame, a lot of okra, warm season greens. I love the Malokia and amaranth varieties, and I like the flowers too. I'm growing a lot of zinnias, cosmos, a touch of marigolds, some Mexican sunflowers. There is a lot that you can grow and feed yourself with, but it's just weird. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, when we get into the heat of summer, it's just gonna be hot and dry for a long time. So at least that offers some stability. Although now the climate is slipping back into INSO neutral and El Nino, which, if you don't know anything about this, that does affect our rainfall chances. But we could get some flooding, severe weather. I just feel like each season is different, and I know to basically expect the unexpected. That's what you should do. Expect the unexpected and try to be ready for it, and keep growing, because you can grow some food. I have a ton of edible crops growing out here, and I'm barely watering them. They would be doing a lot better if I was, supplying automated irrigation system, which I'm working on. It used to be that we could grow a nice garden from the fall through the winter, we'd have a little bit of rain, some cooler temperatures, but now the summer creeps in so hard into that season that it feels like summer doesn't quite end. We may have a brief mild period, and then we get slammed by some type of Arctic cold front, some polar vortex, which plunges us into the teens, which is just way too cold for, what might consider spring crops. I'm talking about blood lettuce, spinach, carrots, broccoli, some of my favorites to grow. Not easy. You can get them through the winter, but it's just weird. It's not all dark and gloomy, but it does require some focus, some attention to detail. I'm here to help you with that. I am so head over heels in love with this practice. I just want to encourage you to get out there, and as you do, just remember, it's weird. Now check out more awesome gardening videos on my channel, like this video, and follow New Garden Road for weekly content. You can grow your own food. Keep it organic.